Hello? Are we back? Are we back? Hello? It looks like we're back. I'm doing this one more time. And then if we don't make it to 5, we'll end it early. Because that's okay. I must resume the recording. We live. Plus like. Plus subscribe. Plus comment. You guys should do that on all the live stream bots. Or would I? Who knows?
Fine. We'll deal with this later. Right now, we need to get to the elevator and head down to floor B. What are we going to do about Quark?
I'll carry him.
Are you sure?
I can't just leave the boy here. Besides, if we don't have Quark's bracelet, there'll be one team who can't open their secondary door. If that happens...
They'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Very well then. I will carry Quark. I will be able to move much faster than Tenmyoji.
Huh. You make a good point. Look, are you sure about this? Can I trust you?
You have nothing to worry about.
Fine. Just be careful.
Of course.
All right, let's go. We're running out of time, people. Move!
With at Fi's command, we all began to run. The door opened and we spilled out into the warehouse.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
They're open. We need to hurry. Who's going to go in which door?
What are our
We're
options?
almost out of time. Pay attention. We've only just like before. There are only 3 possible combinations.
The options Fi laid out for us were the following. Option A. Clover and I, magenta pair up with Tenmyoji, cyan, to go through blue door. Luna and Fi can pair up with Dio, yellow, to go through the green door. Kay and Alice pair up with Quark, magenta, to go through the red door. Or option B, Clover and I, magenta, pair up with Dio, yellow, to go through the red door. Luna and Fi, cyan, pair up with Quark, magenta, to go through the blue door. Kay and Alice, yellow, pair up with Tenmyoji, cyan, to go through the green door. Option C, Clover and I, magenta pair up with Quark, magenta, to go through the green door. Luna and Fi, cyan, pair up with Tenmyoji, cyan, to go through the red door. Kay and Alice, yellow, pair up with Dio, yellow, to go through the blue door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
So how do we want to pair up?
People who have the greatest disadvantage should get to choose.
What do you mean?
People who have 1 BP.
So you, Phi, Luna, and Sigma?
Yes, exactly.
All right then. Who do you want to go with, Alice?
Anyone but Dio. I'd rather die than get paired up with that prick. Just anyone but him.
Damn. That's a lot of hate.
What did you expect? You betrayed me.
Hey, I told you already. That was Quark.
I don't believe you.
What? You're telling me you trust him more than me? Anybody other than Dio could mean Quark, you know. You willing to pair up with him?
He's asleep. I don't really think I need to worry about him voting.
I glanced over at Quark. He looked tiny, cradled in Kay's arms, fast asleep. If I didn't know better, I'd think he was just a kid who tired himself out from playing too hard.
Alright, Vi. Who do you want to go with? Anyone other than Tenmyoji is fine. My reasoning is the same as Alice's. He betrayed me last time.
I guess that's fair.
If we want to honor Alice and Phi's requests, then we can go with any option besides C. So, A or B?
Hold on. We've got 2 other people with 1 BP. How about you, Luna?
I don't really have a preference. Clover and Kay did betray me last time, but...
They're both pairs now, though. And since you're a pair too, there's no way you'd end up going through the same doors then.
Alright then, Sigma. What about you?
Oh, let's see. Clover and I were a pair. That meant I had to choose one of 3 solos. We're gonna go with Dio. I hope you guys are excited to see Dio. I'll take Dio. That means the red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
Are you okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay, I'll take good care of him, I promise.
What about
No
flying
problems
kid?
here. I'll take Quark and Luna, and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yeah, good. Looks like we're all set. Kay nodded, and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Come on, guys, hurry. The door's already closing.
Coming!
I know!
With seconds to spare, we left to cross the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
What is this? There's 3
Which
different
one do we
doors.
take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end?
No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Am I great or what? Huh?
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
Simple. I wouldn't rule it out. Just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets. Oh man, I'm good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now.
I wonder if there are any characters that are colorblind. I don't know if there are any characters that are colorblind, but my friend who I played this with in high school, I mentioned them in, I think, the last stream, he was colorblind. He's got like the blue colorblindness, so he has a hard time seeing blues and purples. It was funny because we would play, on top of playing, you know, this every once in a while on his 3DS, we would play Smash Bros on the 3DS, Wonderlore tangent here. We would play Smash Bros on the 3DS, and this furry liked to play Lucario, and he would usually play with the purple or gray skin. But he didn't realize they were two different skins. To him, they were like the same color. Like the shade was very, very different grays for what he saw. And so one time we were playing, and he picked like the purple one, so I picked the gray one. And he was like, whoa, hold on, how are they the same color? And then we had a laugh about that for a minute there. And then he's like, oh, the shades are just so slightly different. The problem is still there in Ultimate as well. Because we played on Smash Ultimate, I think, a couple of years ago online. Because we hadn't played anything in forever and we were hanging out. And we ran into the same problem again. Because I was like, do you think this still happens? It did.
How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you?
I don't remember. It was probably him. He was definitely better than I was, but
Besides,
we played a
it's not
lot,
like
so
you can go back.
it was kind of how I got better too.
Fine. I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
Huh. The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one then. Forward!
So sorry. Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Thank you. Theo and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that... Excalibur?
If we do, we can cure Quark.
Excalibur.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
This is the one we're gonna have to do, like, the pH balance on the... all of that stuff. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. These are the labs. So let's get started. Seek a way out. Alright, guys. We've got this. Unlock. Take a big gulp. Alright. We've got this right in front of us. So obviously, what we do first is this. Hold on, wait. Third time's the charms. Okay. The microscope. Seed. Empty capsule. Isn't anything in it? Do you think we're supposed to stick the metal parts into something? Seed. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah, let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. A binder. There's some paper inside. Let me see that. Says steps for dissecting a frog. What's this thing? Who knows? Well, it's got one of those capsules in it. Okay, well, we've got more seed. I think there's still a few things we might be able to use. Devil's in the details, you know? Whoa, frog! Holy shit. Don't give it a name. Oh, it looks like he's dead. Yeah, he's probably been preserved. I think the liquid is ethanol? How do you know? The smell. Really? Yeah, it smells like disinfectant, right? Besides, scientists preserve stuff in ethanol all the time. Okay, so that just takes us there. More seed, oh my god. Another scalpel. Huh, is that a lion? It's like a lion eating a sun. Oh my god, I forgot to go back and watch the other cutscene. Alright, well we already started the puzzle, so I guess we'll come back to do that after we finish this room. Boom. Grab this. A binder. There's some papers inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions. What's this thing? The thing on top looks like some industrial strength lid. If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you'd use it for cooking though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation? We are in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty. $40, $80, $40. There's a large lever embedded in the wall. You know that hydroponic research thing we just found? I think it said something about preparing different hydroponic fluids and how they each had a different color. How do you think it was? Do you think it was talking about these? Dilute it with water. Turn it right on. Okay. Prepare the 5 different fluids. Dilute with ratio 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. So it's basically going to be multiplied by 10. Preparation 2. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Research has shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid used and the type of seed. There's relationships that can be characterized in the following manner. The long seeds failed to germinate in the 3 fluids. Round seeds from fluid B, yellow, and fluid D, cyan, failed to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinate if put in fluid C. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A and fluid B. When the striped seeds were put in fluid D, cyan, fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. I feel like I probably need to mark all of this information down in some fashion. So let's start with A, B. So it only went up to E, right? A, B, C, D, E. Yeah. C, D, E, And then we can do long seeds, round seeds, marked seeds. Oh, yeah, let's trash this too so that we have multiple. Right. For the 5 different seeds, there's 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Long, round. But there's also marked and non-marked and striped. So not marked, marked. Damn, that looks atrocious. Marked and striped. Let's use red and take out everything that's bad first. Long seeds failed to germinate in 3 of the fluids. So let's just put a 3 here. It didn't seem to specify which 3. Round seeds in fluid yellow and in fluid B and D failed to germinate. So round in B, no, round in D. I remember this room was easy, I think, maybe. I'm probably overthinking things though. D, none of the marked seeds germinate if put in fluid C. So marked would go to C. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A or B. B. When striped seeds were put into fluid D and fluid E, only one of them failed. Okay. So striped in D and E. But let's write a 1 here and be like, fit that. Steps for dissecting the frog. DNA extraction. Okay, so I actually don't have any information to do this puzzle right now, so I'm not going to. We're gonna go over to where we can dump something out and start dissecting the frog. Right? And I think that was somewhere over here. That's a drain. What is wrong with you? Oh, I see. You've got the frog there. Planning to take it out, I assume? You should probably pour the ethanol down the drain first. Okay, I'll just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here. Sigma, what are you gonna do with the scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kinda sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It is an ex-frog. Fine. I'll do it. Hey. Well, I guess it saves me the trouble. Huh. Something came out of its stomach. A blue capsule? We got a blue capsule. Oh, do I need to make capsules of all the different colors? Lord Hoppington, why? You left us too soon. Shut up. We don't know if D failed. It said only 1 failed. Aha. Aha, these are our different seeds. Are you going to use those seeds in the mixer? Yeah, you think I shouldn't? No, I just mean, don't you think you should put all of them in? You mean all 5 different seeds? Yeah. Interesting. Well, why not? Alright, done. What do we need to do next? Is there anything in the DNA extraction instructions? I probably need to pull out the empty container. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good. What are we supposed to do next? What does the manual say? Well, step number 3 says something like this. The liquid will filter into the beaker, add ethanol to the liquid. Guess you should pour the ethanol in, huh? Oh, okay, so I gotta take my empty cup. Get back. Turn around. Oh, wrong direction. It's a little big, but I have a feeling we should take it. Can I combine it with this? No. Next, we pour this into the beaker. Then... I guess this should do it. I think this gel here has the DNA in it that we're supposed to collect. So what do we do with it? Oh yeah, I think there's a 4th step here. To the archive! Use an empty capsule to collect it. Didn't I have that select? Oh, one of these ones. Look. Wait. Blue. Blue is the secret, isn't it? Because green is the... Okay. No? Was the password? Am I stupid? Well, I'm not done here. We're not done that soon. Because I still have to do all of that. Well, now I'm just plumb confused. Because this is the only thing I haven't interacted with yet. But I don't even know what to fucking do. Of how much water to put in each one. Okay, so right now... So that would be 40 right in there. Oh wait, but it's 10 per, right? So this needs 30 and only 30. If this goes here, it splits into 20 and 20. So that's not how that would work. What was the point of even marking all of this down? I'm so confused. But we're gonna keep going. So this means 50? Yeah. Like, but that... I guess I should just punch it in and find out. Down the split ratio on the valves. Shh. I have to use my brain. Okay, yeah, that is the secret. So, you know what, we'll just grab the files and read those real quickly. And then I can go back to solving the main puzzle. I love the files. The facility has 2 stories. The top floor is referred to as floor A, and the bottom floor is floor B. The A and B are supposed to stand for above and below. There's a rumor that the floors are actually named after a particular Swedish pop rock group from the 70s, but everyone involved in this project has insisted that it is a vile and hurtful lie. When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-1 basis with regards for time, Radical 6 reduces this to a 1 to the power of 1/6, or, no, that's not the power, that's to the root of 1/6, or approximately 1 to 0.408 of a second, I think. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed. So less than half of a second has passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.5 seconds, or the square root of 6 seconds, have passed outside. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but thus far we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading in and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Oh Lord, please let their future be a bright one. This is an excerpt from the journal of a researcher. Due to space constraints, some selections have been cut out. It sounds like someone named a doll Jumpy, but why? Don't you think his hat looks kind of weird? There's that huge band that wraps around his head. Is he hiding a pair of Ferengi ears? Or maybe he's just a young Lobot. Well, this is just between you and me, but he's got missiles in there. The sides of his hats are hiding those pods like you see on helicopters or SAM sites, except those missiles are tiny and just fly all at once like pshh. Just kidding, actually. He just keeps snacks in there. clOVER, an antiviral medicine made to counteract Radical 6. More specifically, it's an antibody with a natural resistance to the virus. It was found and extracted from an individual in 2038 and then replicated using the IG replicator. An clOVER injection is the only known way to fight off Radical 6 infection. Brain, give wonder rational thoughts. I'm reading through the notes because we have more lore. There's a jumpy doll. Don't you think that's cool? I think that's cool. After turning the correct levers, pull down the lever. Right. So if I do this, it splits, and this sends it specifically one way or the other. So that would be 20 down this way, and that would be 30 to 30, and then 80. But I only want 10. I don't want like, oof, because I need 2 here, but I'd have to split that, and that would put 20 there. Right? If I do this, that would be 20, and that would be 30. That would be 50. This would break down to 20. And that would drop 10. Is this correct? I feel like this is not correct. You just put them all down is like a little easy. We poured the water into the beakers and all the flights are green. You don't have to tell me it's correct. One of us has beat this game and the other hasn't, so stop telling me what I should be doing. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So, marked seeds cannot go in C. Oh, but I don't have the colors. So I probably should have. Yellow, cyan, green, blue. So I mean, yeah, well, I mean, obviously A would be red because I shouldn't need to read that. So now we can get more specific, right? We have a long, not marked seed. And then we have a long marked seed that is striped. We have a round marked seed, a round unmarked seed, and a round striped seed. Right? Such a song is distinct. Right. So round, not marked seeds can't be in A, B, or D. So the round, not marked seed has to be in C or E. Right? So it could be in C or E. None of the marked seeds germinate in C. Long seed didn't germinate in 3 of the fluids, but it doesn't tell us what 3. One of the marked seeds germinated. None of them germinated in C. So none of these can be C. Long and not marked could be any of these. Long and marked can be any of these. Or at least in that order. Round and not marked can be in C or E. Right. C. No. Wrong color. Beep beep. Isn't this just so riveting? Long and marked stripes. Well, we know the stripes work in one of these, so it's gotta be D or E. And round and marked can't be in B, C, or D, so it has to be in A or E, right? Actually, round and marked, yeah, can't be A, C, D, so it has to be B or E, right? Yeah. I feel like all of these could be in E. Round, marked, and striped has to be in E or D, so it's E. So I can take E away from like all of these. I think. I feel like one of these was supposed to have A on there. Oh, round and marked, right? Could be A. Oh, it's A or E. And round and not marked. Can only be C or E. Yeah. Round and marked is there. Round and striped should be here. This should be in D. Is that an assortment of legume things? They're seeds. I don't know what kind of seeds. Man. Do I feel like this is correct? Okay, wait. These were right. These were right. So, round stripe is here. Oh, no, that's not striped. Yes. Round marked is correct. And round striped is correct. And then I can take out red. And we can say that long striped is not. Long not marked. Ugh. Hold on. Long not marked is not here. And round not marked is not here. I feel like at this point we can just kind of boom. You did it, Sigma. You've shown your seeds. Don't say that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Oh, a red capsule. And we still need one more. But first, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Again. Because I have to go to the bathroom. It's because of all of the energy drinks. We try not to sexualize Clover. Yeah, it do be like that. Gravy cam. Okay. Have a nice pee. Thank you. It was a very nice pee. Okay. To be fair, Clover's the one here making the jokes. Oh. There is my pen. What last part of the puzzle am I missing? It's this part, isn't it? No. I thought for a moment. I'm the kind of girl who's... I wonder if we could use it on anything else. Well, if we have to, I guess. That's so vague. Why is every relationship always about what the guy wants, huh? I've got needs too, you know. I mean, I'm the kind of girl who's totally devoted to her man, but that's a two-way street. What the hell are you talking about? I'm Nick, sir. I get the feeling this won't be the last time we meet. What the hell? There we go. I just completely missed it. I didn't see it until I was looking at it from a different angle. Okay. And we're done. Let's go. It was A to T, NG to C. Okay. Arc. Okay. You're Clover? Okay. Oh, I'm doing it like this. I'm sitting here trying to connect these parts, not these parts. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Oh wait, this isn't correct yet. Sorry. Okay. I'm epic. What I meant. Too much info, Clover. Oh, TMI. I read that as I'm Clover. Maybe I need to get my eyes checked. You're a turkey. That's a wild work. Just call the man a turkey. Boop, boop. Star. Circle. Awesome. A map? It says floor B. The one I found in the infirmary says floor A. So did the one from the lounge. Then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here. Yeah, I guess so. Key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. And then these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us 2, just like with the song cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to this one. Sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? Like, 2 more things? What does it say on the label? A-X-E-L-A-V-I-R? Excel-lever? Axe-lever? Wait, didn't Luna say something about an Excel-lever? You're right! This is it! This is Excel-lever! It's the cure for Radical 6! Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later. We need to get out of here as quick as possible. We need to get this stuff to Quark. First, we've got to get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You got it, right? Alright. The lock for the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Just get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, hold on a minute. There's something I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check.
Hold on. Whoa. Memory flashback. I believe so, yes.
There's no one here.
That computer's been turned on.
Yeah. Maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
It's lighting.
Sun?
It has a couple input fields for user ID and password.
Probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something
Give
in?
it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something. Shall we?
I turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Meow. Boop boop. Two milk. Go calm. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID password somewhere before. Sorry, it really bothered me that I think I left before we hit the to be continued. Because it wasn't properly capped off. Yum yum.
Hey, hold on. There's something. Well,
Huh?
Be doing random bullshit.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy
Yeah.
machine? Okay, maybe I skipped a little too far.
Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any
Who
ideas?
knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course. This machine must be here so we can make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Yeah?
The vial. Could you show it to me again? I didn't really get a good look
Why?
at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really clOVER?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See, it's written right on the label. clOVER.
You really are an idiot. Although I
Huh.
guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hands. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back
I
now.
don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Ally? Wait, is that why you took the medicine? To blackmail me? That's fair. I would have made the mistake too. I think I did by agreeing. Being like, yeah, totally. I'll leave it up to you guys what we do.
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I'd curled my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
I'm sorry. He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excalibur in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Damn it.
That's not fair!
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be.
I can't believe this. Dio is such a bastard.
So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and... well, you know what happens. See you chumps later.
Zabasturo!
Really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room.
Are you really going to do what he says? Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose ally, and he chooses betray...
I know. I'll drop to -1, and that means I'll get penalized.
But that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back up to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I'm gonna wait for Clover's response. Have fun, take care. You can always tune in to the rest of the stream. I'm probably only gonna go for like another hour at most.
Gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, I'm really looking forward to the next round.
I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was Phi. And of course Clover. Where are Tenmyoji and the rest
They're
of
in the
them?
infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
How's he
see.
doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that clOVER?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some clOVER in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Besides me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Phi only shook her head. With the unison of movement that had almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some clOVER hidden somewhere in there.
God, what a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Oh, Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Meow. Okay then. Guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. You wouldn't tell me anything about the lab, except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. He said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah, one sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it. Mostly
Me too, girl. Me too. I took Latin. Oh my god, I should tell you guys how I even met my friend who showed me this game. I took Latin in my freshman year of high school. And that was where I met my friend Angel, who is colorblind. And he was talking about this game and how it talks about Latin and has some things that are in Latin. And that was kind of how I like tangentially learned about it. And then he showed me it after school one day because we would hang out after school in the library like a couple of nerds.
But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Came in time for the Wonder Lore. Yeah. So we met in Latin, because in Latin we had to do these things every Friday where we had Latin moments, where we had to like find something that related to Latin class in some way or another and how we figured it out. And so this game was one of the things he used for his Latin moment in school. I think I pulled some stuff from like Metroid, and I think I also pulled a little bit from 9, the movie, because they flip through some book pages in one point, and on one of the pages there's some stuff written in Latin that says like, oh, to like undo death or something. It's like, or I think it was just memento mori, which is like remember death, but like basic shit, but cool nonetheless. But yeah, some quick little snack lore. I took Latin my freshman year. I didn't end up taking it all 4 years. I wanted to, but the reason that happened is completely unrelated. I started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. Alright, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Who are they talking
Not
about?
sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assign the brain currently operates on a 1-1 basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces to 1 to the square root of 1/6, or approximately 1 to 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, that patient feels that only less than half of a second have passed inside. Therefore, 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.5 seconds, or the square root of 6 seconds, have passed outside. In other words, when 10 seconds have passed in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds has passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical 6 is another term for what is also known as the root operation, the function inverse to taking of the power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there's of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact, 24.5 seconds have passed. Given the increased speed of input and maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task, one theory holds that the disparity in the time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that the targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we've been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from the suicide are piled up the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day, I see more crows and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. Wow. That's a lot of information. It is! Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when the journal was written? I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called clOVER that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing written? How do I feel about Phi? How do you feel about Phi? You guys tell me what you're thinking.
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite.
And personally, I like Phi. I think she's a fun character. She's interesting.
Few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters? Which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected? We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe?
I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected, right?
Maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up?
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But the most important thing, why the hell are we playing the Nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Phi barely finished speaking before she took off the mentioned door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that, she was gone. I let out a long, tired sigh, started off toward the infirmary. How's he doing? Look at Temioji's face.
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Phi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. The lives were at stake, mine and Quark's. We love Luna. Luna's great. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere? On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing. That's a fucking long ass word. It's not like we could keep him under anesthetic forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with clOVER. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance that I would end up dead. Yeah, but that's just too fucking, like, bleh. Too much to fucking... The question was then, what to do? Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa.
He shifted a little and then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have ever considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die, even for a minute, was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way I was going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about
I'm
you?
going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Kay and Alice vote betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind.
It's an acquired taste word, yeah. Definitely.
See? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Let's go. Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's
Take
Dio?
a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
That he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the clOVER from him by force, so he'd hid himself in the AB room. What a coward. I'd made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose betray. If I do, Kay's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly toward the AB room, as if he simply hadn't heard Fi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
Five minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off on a trot toward the second room from the far right. They were soon out of sight inside it. Alright, Clover. Time for us to go.
Okay, right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AV room. Okay, what did you guys decide on? We're allying.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. Go in and choose ally.
You'll die.
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick betray.
You really think a jerk like that is going to choose ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way. He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you? You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chose ally and we chose betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
No, that's not... I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. And that's who I am. The only choice is ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine
That's why
back.
Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the clOVER, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. No, stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die. Dio's going to kill you. You can't do this. I don't want you to die.
Clover wants to save us? I thought she's a murderer.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2, 1. Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your Ambidex gates now opening.
Just because someone's a murderer doesn't make them a bad person. Clover and I stepped out of the AV room. For several long minutes, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed towards the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her from behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Oh my goodness.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly all eyes were on me. I felt their weight but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic, Soprol. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it. You'll keep your promise. Damn it. I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead. A single thought burning in my mind. I would reach her, Dio. Then, at last, the smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Back. Don't act like it's yours. Are we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the
What
medicine.
are you talking about?
We found the clOVER in the
And
laboratory.
Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now, I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the clOVER. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label unmistakably said clOVER. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be alright. With the last of my strength left me, I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First, is this over real? Let's put you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the Soprol was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxing followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with the death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. To be continued. Wow, that's a pretty crazy outcome. Say, do we wanna find out what happens if we ally? I mean, or betray? Oh. Oh no. You guys tell me, do we go for a new room, or do we go back and see what changes? It was a to be continued. It didn't end. But we don't know what to do next. Do the interesting thing.
What are you gonna do?
That was my clover impression. I probably looked like a fucking sped. Sorry. I just thought it was really funny, so I had to copy. Oh my god, I went too far back. It skipped all the way. I didn't mean for it to keep skipping that much. Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us as he exited his own room. I looked away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma, why? After all that stuff you said. I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, alright? We just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did you tell her?
It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yeah. Nesorian! I can't believe Kay betrayed Demioji.
Results from... Please check your bracelet.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Sorry, I decided to choose betray.
So you don't care what happens to Quark?
What kind of cold-hearted bastard are you? Please, just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
We found the clOVER in the laboratory.
Dio stole it. What? You mean he has it right now?
Nah, I don't have it.
What?
Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. No! Don't! I leapt toward him as he spoke, but I was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up, and threw it to the ground.
No!
You
What
bastard!
are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you chose an ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Bastard! Ah! I let out a guttural roar and leapt forward, only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was fine. Why are you
Because
stopping
this
me?
isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean this isn't
Look
the
at
time
number
for...
9 door.
Kay. Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. What was he... What is he...
No!
9? His BP is 9.
What?
Suddenly, we were all running toward Kay and the number 9 door. Kay, what the hell do you think you're
What am I
doing?
doing? Well, that should be obvious. But if you insist, I am attempting to leave.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I assure you, I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
I don't know. I think the most logical choice in this scenario, right? We have a bunch of scalpels and knives. We just fucking, like, give them the fucking, like, Caesar treatment, you know? Everyone just, you know, we just kill him, take his bracelet, boom, problem solved. But no, Kay has to go and leave. Not my Kay.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed. But you needn't be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait!
Dio charged at Kay, but the larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game escape is not possible, please enjoy your stay.
Game over. Jeez. Well, ain't that rough. Okay. 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 Yeah, okay. What are we going to do with Kay? Alright. So, I guess the only thing left to do is go through the other door at the beginning. And then we'll be ready to crack open the rest of this game all the way. I feel like once you have the first 3 doors done, you're like, is that okay with you guys?
Yeah. Sure.
That means Quark and I are getting paired with Luna.
I don't have a problem with that. Miss Luna's nice. That's fine with me, too. We'll take the yellow door then, right?
That means Clover and I will take the purple door with Tenmyoji.
Aw, I wanted to go with Alice.
Well, there's something wrong with me.
Well, no, not wrong.
I really like. That's wild. I love that. Thank you. It's a nice hair color, I think. I mean, I chose it for myself.
Well, you're really gonna make me say it? You're old.
What? Well, I'll have you know, I'm as spry as I was when I was 20.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
We don't have time for this. We need to go.
You're getting an earful later, young lady.
Yeah, whatever.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. So, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. We can go for like another hour. Longer than I was necessarily planning to. Or we can wrap up and, because we have everyone here and I really do want to keep going. Or we can wrap up and start next week with the cyan door. They're really focused on his age. I know he doesn't help. Right? But I love Tenmyoji. How are we feeling, fellas? More. Okay. Meow. Okay. We'll do more.
Chromatic doors closing.
We'll wrap up at the AV room. I feel like that's an even more fun place to end things, because it like lets us start with like, oh boy, which door are we gonna open next? And also it kind of leaves like, did they ally with us? Did they betray with us? We'll find out. Is this just a hallway?
The door said crew quarters? People probably stayed here.
There are numbers on each of the doors. So they're room 1, room 2, room 3, etc.
I guess we might as well start by opening one of them.
Looks like we were right. This place really says someone lives here.
Yeah, there's a bed and
Yep.
everything.
But who would be spending the night in a place like this?
It looks too plain to be a guest room. This room probably belonged to a laborer or some kind of blue-collar worker. I guess this is where the people who worked here stayed.
But what were they working on?
Beats me. Why would I know that anyway? I don't know what this place is any more than you do. Your guess is as good as mine.
Do you think it might be a coal mine? Or maybe they're drilling for oil or something.
I don't know about that.
What do you think this hall leads to?
You want to go have a look?
Yeah. No luck. Looks like it's locked.
No getting out of the hallway until we can unlock it then, I guess.
Looks that way.
Alright, let's split up and have a look at these cabins. Zero told us there'd be a key card we can use to open the AV rooms. Maybe there's one hidden in here somewhere. So let's get started. With a nod, Fi and Alice both moved off to start looking. Vi headed to room 4 and Alice went to room 2. Seek a way out. What's this? There's a human silhouette drawn in white on the bed. Their aerial in the left knee has already been ripped off. I wonder if that means anything. There's a book on the top of the desk. Let me see here. It's called... How the hell do I pronounce that? Schrodinger's cat? There's a kitty on the cover. Isn't that just precious? Whoops, there it goes. Still can't help talking like a cat when I talk about a cat. Real. Let's see what's in there. Looks like all sorts of sciencey stuff. I have no idea what all this means. I don't think this is part of any kind of puzzle, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Okay, I'll have to come back here. I should be checking out this room. I think I'll see how she's doing. Oh, hello, Sigma. Find anything? Not really. Oh. If only Clumsy would hear, he'd love this. By the gods, I never thought I'd see one. What? You scratch off the silver part with a coin so you can see the naughty stuff. It's the ultimate interactive poster technology. What a teenage boy doesn't dream of something like this. The excitement, the anticipation, and finally, the reveal. You look pretty excited. There's an awesome pinup poster on the wall. Maybe if I had a coin or something, I could scrape off the silver part. Never thought I'd see one. I think there's something on the desk. It's a cylindrical piece of metal. An old phone. Pretty gnarly. If we're talking old, who the hell says gnarly anymore? Shut it. Fine. Have you tried calling anywhere? Of course, I tried every number I could think of as soon as I found it. Didn't work. No. Which makes sense, I suppose. Why would anyone trap us in here and then let us make phone calls to the outside world? I don't think it's connected to the actual phone grid. So it can only make internal calls, is what you're saying? I think Alice is investigating this room. Ah, well, I don't think she'll mind if I go in. Sigma? What are you doing here? Just thought I'd check up on you. Oh, well, I haven't found anything interesting. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here. Doesn't finish my sentence. Piece of metal. Ooh. Damn, there are handcuffs on the door. I can't open it. Huh? Wait a minute. This key. Yes, goodbye handcuffs. Shouldn't have any more door problems now. Something here, a box cutter. Oh. Yippee! Locker. Oh my god. Locker. I hardly know her. Here we go. Nine, 4. That doesn't quite look right. That's not a. It's not quite a number. Yippee! 3, 4, 7, 2. How did I pull? Okay, yeah, 3, 4, 7, 2. Oh, wait. Yippee! Whatever. The hell? Just a toy coin. Well, we got our coin! Let's go! Oh my god, it's the boobies. I got the blue shark. Trans rights. Shark yeah. Damn, I look away for a second and you've scratched it all off. Yeah, I noticed some things that might be a clue, so I kept going. You mean these marks on her arms and legs? Yeah. There are 4 of them, and a star, a circle, a diamond, and a triangle. Hey, what are you doing? You already scratched it all off. No! I'm not done yet! This blue part needs to go! Sigma, I don't think that part's going to come off no matter how hard you scrape. Bro is desperate. Bro is desperate. Kangaroo ally. Alright, we can get away from this now. Pixie would be like, this is disgusting. Alright. Oh. Four, 9, 8, 5. Okay. That was horrible. Perfect. I already forgot what our code was. Four, 9, 8, 5, right? Yippee! Yeah, real. Yippee! Oh. Do I not have the key? Oh, shit. Oh, right. Hold on. This isn't a room I'm actually needing to worry about. And the other one was like 4, 9, 8, 9. And then do I really not have an answer as to what the number for this room is? Memo. No. Better than justice, I suppose. Agricola? Is that supposed to be this? Maybe that's the answer to the code for the... But I still need... No, wait, what if I press my own button? Wait. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order, please? I love that movie, by the way. Hey, wait, did she say 9-2? I think I totally misread what she said when I took my notes. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Congratulations. That voice. Looks like you found the answer. The number you just entered is the number for the phone in the third room. The buttons here on top of the phone are just shortcuts. That means all the phones have actual numbers too. Though I guess that's not really important. Anyway, you're calling room 3 right now. Room 3? And that means, since you're so clever, I'm sure you figured it out by now, but you're right. I'm speaking to you from the pre-recorded tape. So you can grasp me all the questions you like, but I won't be able to answer them. I'm afraid this little talk is going to be a bit one-sided. Then again, it's going to be very little talk, because I only have one thing to tell you. Have a look at the left screen above the phone. The answer you're looking for is hidden there. What answer, you ask? Well, I can't hop you with that one. Bye! Have a nice trace. Left? 2652. Alright. Five, 6, 8, 9. What? No, wait, that was incorrect. Did I take the wrong notes or something? It's that sassy persona again. Zero? I love Zero. Zero's my favorite character. 1, 6, 9, 8. It's because the shapes were upside down. So I had to flip the 8 and the 9. Okay, so this is the password. Beep beep. It's a different course, but it's really simple. Okay, but there has to be another solution, right? But what is the other solution? we even find any files? No, I don't think we have. So is there something I'm missing? I mean, these are all the rooms have a different person with a different injury, right? Is it maybe something to do with that? But I don't think we have any clues. I left the book sitting me out because it's a cat. Like, I feel like it might have something to do with that, but like, how do I determine the order? Is there clues I'm missing? These also, oh, but what if I change the order? What if I change the order, right? Because, arrgh. Wait, I need to go back in. I have to check all the different rooms. I figured it out, right? Memo. Wait, actually, no. Don't get rid of that. But right, we have star. Oh, let's fix these while we're at it. So it really is 6 and 9 are backwards. We have star. We got circle. We got that. That's not accurate. And right now, we are in room 4. And room 4 is the left leg. And left leg would be this one. So this is the last one. I've already figured out the secret room. I just have to, like, figure out the order. And then this was room 3, right? Yeah, because we didn't talk to Alice or Phi in here, right? Yeah, because it's already solved on that side. This is 3, and 3 is the right arm. That's atrocious, but that's okay. No, that was 2. See, look at me, being all silly. Which means that this is actually 2. Okay. Which would be 8, 1, 9, 6. 8, 1, 9, 6. No? Am I wrong? Damn. I thought I was big brained. But I feel like that has to be it, right? Does that mean the last digit's 6? Like what? I can't be wrong. Yeah. What? Well, now I'm just annoyed. Grr. Is there one more clue I could be forgetting? Left arm. Hold on. Let me look at the poster. Cause like maybe I have this part backwards. Maybe it's supposed to be 8, 9, 1, 6. And I have the perspective wrong, because she's like that, and the bodies are like opposites, right? I'm spending a lot more time looking at this poster than I was expecting. Because low-key, I don't think I got all the secret files when I did my last playthrough all the way back in high school. 8916, 8916, 8916, 8916. But I have to flip the whole thing? Maybe. Good night. Good night. This makes me sad. I must figure this out. Rawr.